Imagine losing an arm and growing it back perfectly in weeks. For humans, it is science fiction, but for one creature, it is life.
Deep in the ancient canal systems of Xochimilco, Mexico, a biological mystery has survived for thousands of years.
These waters are the only natural home to the Ambystoma mexicanum, better known to the world as the axolotl.
With a permanent smile and a crown of feathery gills, they look like creatures from a fairy tale.
They are famous for neoteny, meaning they reach adulthood without ever undergoing metamorphosis, retaining their larval features. While other salamanders lose their gills and move to land, the axolotl chooses to remain in the water forever.
In captivity, they appear in shades of pink and gold, but in the wild, they are dark and mottled to hide in the lake bed shadows. Their external gills are not just for show. They increase surface area for gas exchange, allowing them to breathe underwater.
Occasionally, they surface to gulp air, utilizing rudimentary lungs that back up their aquatic respiration.
They move with a gentle, deliberate gait, walking along the bottom, as if strolling through a garden. Despite their cute appearance, they are effective predators, using a vacuum suction to inhale worms, insects, and small fish.
Their rudimentary teeth are designed for gripping, not chewing, so food is swallowed whole and digested slowly.
But their eating habits are not what fascinates scientists. It is their unparalleled ability to heal.
Humans heal by forming scar tissue, a patch that covers the wound. The axolotl heals by regenerating the original tissue perfectly.
They can regenerate limbs, tails, jaws, spinal cords, and even portions of their heart and brain. When an axolotl loses a limb, the wound does not just close up. It immediately begins a complex biological program.
Within hours, skin cells migrate to cover the wound, forming a structure called the wound epithelium.
Unlike in mammals, this skin layer sends chemical signals to the underlying tissues, telling them not to scar, but to build.
A mass of stem-like cells called a blastema forms. This is the magical workshop where the new limb will be constructed.
Mature cells near the wound de-differentiate, effectively turning back their biological clocks to become building blocks again.
The blastema somehow retain the memory of the missing part, knowing exactly what structure needs to be replaced.
Over the next few weeks, the blastema grows, flattens, and begins to differentiate back into bone, muscle, and skin.
Tiny digits emerge, perfect miniatures of the original toes, complete with nerves and blood vessels.
When the process is complete, the new limb is indistinguishable from the original. No scars, no loss of function.
Remarkably, an axolotl can regenerate the same limb hundreds of times, without any loss in fidelity or speed. Even more astounding is their ability to repair a crushed or severed spinal cord, restoring full paralysis-free movement.
They can even regenerate parts of their forebrain. If a piece is removed, the neurons grow back and rewire correctly.
Heart damage that would be fatal or cause permanent failure in humans is simply another repair job for the axolotl. Key to this ability are macrophages, immune cells that clear debris and secrete anti-inflammatory signals.
In humans, macrophages often promote scarring. In axolotls, they act as the foremen of reconstruction.
Scientists have sequenced the axolotl genome, which is 10 times larger than the human genome.
They are hunting for the specific on switches that trigger regeneration, hoping to find dormant equivalents in human DNA. Interestingly, despite active cell division, axolotls are incredibly resistant to cancer, over 1,000 times more than mammals.
Their bodies know exactly when to start dividing cells for repair, and exactly when to stop, preventing tumor growth.
Axolotls accept organ transplants from other axolotls easily, without their immune system rejecting the foreign tissue. Through genetic modification, scientists created GFP axolotls that glow green, allowing them to track cell migration in real time. This fluorescence helps researchers see exactly where the cells for the new limb are coming from.
Axolotls can live up to 15 years. and their regenerative ability persists throughout their entire life. With iodine injections, they can be forced to metamorphose into land-dwelling salamanders, but this drastically shortens their life.
We have unlocked the how, but the why remains a puzzle. And while they thrive in labs, their reality in the wild is grim.
The rapid expansion of Mexico City has drained and polluted the ancient lake system that is their only home.
Pesticides, sewage, and trash have turned their crystal-clear paradise into a toxic struggle for survival.
Introduced species like Asian carp and African tilapia feast on axolotl eggs and compete for the limited food supply.
In 1998, there were 6,000 per square kilometer. Today, researchers are lucky to find even one in the wild.
It is a cruel paradox. They are ubiquitous in pet stores and labs globally, yet functionally extinct in the wild.
The captive population comes from a very small gene pool, making them vulnerable to disease and genetic defects.
Local conservationists are fighting back, working to restore the canals and create safe sanctuaries.
Revival of traditional chinampa farming, which avoids pesticides, is crucial for cleaning the water naturally.
Specific areas are being filtered and fenced off to exclude invasive fish, creating safe havens for reintroduction.
Even a convent of nuns in Pátzcuaro has joined the fight, breeding a cousin species of the axolotl to save them.
The axolotl is a deep part of Mexican identity, named after Xolotl, the Aztec god of fire and lightning.
Legend says the god Xolotl feared death and transformed into the axolotl to hide in the lake's depths.
For the Aztecs, the axolotl was a sacred food source, believed to cure respiratory illnesses and boost strength.
Today, we don't eat them, but study them to create drugs that might one day help humans regenerate tissues.
Imagine healing a broken bone in weeks with no weak point, replicating the salamander's seamless bone knitting.
Axolotl research offers hope for burn victims, potentially allowing skin to regenerate with full sensation and texture.
Understanding their molecular signals could lead to therapies that reverse liver or kidney failure without transplants.
But with great potential comes ethical questions. How far can we push the boundaries of human biology?
Their popularity as pets has exploded, but they require cold water and specific care that many owners overlook.
They are sensitive to water quality. Ammonia and nitrites can burn their delicate skin and gills.
Impaction from swallowing gravel is a common killer. Fine sand or bare-bottom tanks are essential for safety.
They are cold water creatures. Tropical temperatures stress their immune system and accelerate metabolism dangerously. Breeding them is relatively easy, leading to thousands of eggs, which fuels the pet trade but not wild conservation.
Watching an axolotl develop from a single cell to a hatched larva is a mesmerizing lesson in biology.
As juveniles, they are often cannibalistic, nipping off each other's limbs, which, luckily, they just grow back.
Adults are solitary creatures. They do not crave companionship and are perfectly happy living alone.
While not intellectual giants, they can learn to recognize their owners and anticipate feeding times.
The future of the wild axolotl hangs in the balance, dependent on the success of artificial refuges in Xochimilco.
Ecotourism is rising, educating visitors on the importance of the species rather than just the party atmosphere of the canals.
From scientific journals to video games, the axolotl has become a global icon of resilience and cuteness.
Scientists are also freezing axolotl sperm in cells, creating a frozen ark to prevent total genetic loss. Reintroduction is risky, but with cleaned waterways, the children of the lab could one day reclaim their ancestral home. They have survived ice ages, volcanic eruptions, and Aztec empires. Their toughest challenge is the modern human world.
They carry the biological blueprint for a version of humanity that is free from the permanence of injury.
They teach us that life is not rigid. It is plastic, malleable, and capable of miraculous recovery if given the chance. Perhaps that permanent smile hides the secret knowledge that they have conquered the one thing we fear most: physical loss.
As we strive to heal ourselves, we must first heal the waters that cradle nature's greatest healer. The story of the axolotl is not just about biology. It is about the resilience of life against the odds.
In every tiny egg and regenerating limb lies the hope for a future where broken things can be made whole again.
The axolotl is a master of second chances. It's time we gave them one too. Thanks for watching.